So I was perusing YouTube and this court case came across my feed. And usually I don't click court cases, but this one seemed very unfortunate. When you click it, it says young man killed 6 of his family members.
Damn.
And I was like, that exactly, damn. And I was like, what happened? What transpired to make him do something like this? And I was interested in his sentencing and why did he kill his family members? What was going on?
He's already been sentenced?
This is his sentencing.
Okay, so it happened a minute ago.
No, it just happened recently.
Oh, then how is he sentenced already?
So the sentencing just happened, but yeah, I think it was like a year
or
two.
Okay, I see.
Where this unfortunate situation happened.
Yeah,
so we're going to listen to it and talk about it because I wanted to hear your thoughts about this.
Okay, cool. Y'all can leave yours down below in the comment section. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
I'm not no killer. I'm not no murderer. I'm not no bad person.
Oh, yeah, he said he didn't do it.
Tonight, Raymond Childs III is maintaining his innocence.
But still, he is going to prison for 360 years for murdering 6 of his family members.
Jesus.
These are deadly shootings that happened more than 4 years ago inside the family home that's located here in Indianapolis out on the east side.
Rich Nye takes us into the courtroom to hear from the families destroyed by this mass murder.
It's his family.
Raymond
that's
Childs
destroyed.
III was just 17 years old in January 2021 when 6 people were shot and killed inside this home on Adams Street. A jury convicted Childs in October of murdering his parents, his 13-year-old sister, his 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old almost full-term pregnant girlfriend.
Damn.
A 15-year-old brother who ran out of the house was shot twice but survived.
I cannot comprehend the darkness in your heart at that time that led you to commit such an unfortunate act on January 24th. What I do know is that our lives changed forever on this date and you robbed us of everything we had.
Childs told the families in a packed courtroom that he is not the killer.
Just as I sit here 4 years ago, I'm innocent. It's not a day that goes by where I don't think about them or wish that they was here. Even on my bad days, I tell myself that they're still here.
The judge called the murders calculated, cunning, and cold-blooded, sending Childs to prison for the rest of his life.
He not even
So the
crying.
360-year prison sentence breaks down like this. 55 years for each of the 6 people murdered, including the unborn baby, and 30 years for the attempted murder of Raymond Childs' 15-year-old brother.
The evidence in this case could fairly be characterized as overwhelming. There was cell phone evidence, he was caught with the murder weapon, and most compellingly, his own brother identified him in open court.
Damn.
And it would have been nice if he had expressed some remorse about what happened.
Everything that he said, I believe. So, I don't too much believe justice was served.
What?
But I do hope that they do find the real people.
What?
The justice system decided.
Who is that?
Rich Nye, 13
His
News.
sister.
And
So-
Childs plans to
So-
appeal his conviction. During testimony today, a doctor said that Childs suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder due to a childhood filled with complex trauma from
outta
abuse
here.
and domestic violence.
Man, whatever.
Okay, so this is why I wanted you to listen to it.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I was like, this is very, very
This is
unfortunate.
crazy. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's crazy.
And it was just a few things that I noticed in this. He wasn't crying, but he also wasn't sad.
Yeah, exactly. He's psychopath.
Like-
he doesn't have emotional feelings.
You know, I was just like, your whole family is dead.
Yeah.
And it would have made sense because she just said that he had an unfortunate childhood. And so if you had an unfortunate childhood, why kill your siblings as well who probably experienced the same unfortunate life as you?
Yeah.
But he's saying he didn't do it. So it's like, then who did? You're the only one who was in the house unscathed.
The voices told him to do it.
You know, and he didn't even say that. And so that's what I was kind of interested in, to see if you wanted to, like, I guess, learn more about the case because...
I mean, I think that I gathered enough information about the case to know exactly who this person is and what happened. So we don't need to dig any deeper because number one, there was a witness, which was his brother. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the crazy thing.
So I don't understand what this girl is talking
that's
about
his
as far
sister.
as his sister
And
talking
if
about.
she was there, she would have been next.
Yeah, I believe him and blah blah blah. Like, yo, she is crazy. Something wrong with her. But you know, on the other hand, yeah, you're right. You know, old dude, he didn't express remorse. It didn't seem like, you know, he was truly sad about it. And so those are typically the signs of a serial killer or psychopath.
Right.
You know, they just don't have that level of empathy where they care.
Right.
And, you know, they can also act like they care or also act like they empathize, but then they really don't.
I don't think he has any emotions at
not at all. And so my thing is that in cases like this, it still kind of baffles me how the court system will give someone or people like this like 360 years in prison, knowing, you know, it's far beyond the span of a human life, instead of just executing them.
Well,
because
they don't do that anymore. It's not Texas.
I get that, and maybe it's because I'm still an advocate for a death penalty. I think that certain people under certain circumstances like this should be executed instead of wasting taxpayers' money on it. So, you know,
interesting.
Yeah.
Corporal
because
punishments.
I mean, the other thing is he's young. He's real young. That means that he's probably
beginning.
Yeah, he was just beginning, but he's probably going to be alive for a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's going to thrive in prison.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He and the other thing is prison isn't what it used to be back in the day. Nowadays, you know, inmates, they have cell phones, they have video games, they have a lot of...
They have entertainment.
Yeah, they have entertainment. And then at the same time, he going to probably make some friends up in there. He'd be hanging out with his homeboys. So it wouldn't really be as bad as people might think it is that he's spending life in prison. So,
yeah, because his family's already gone.
Yeah,
so it's not like you going to miss him.
Right,
like,
exactly.
oh, go to jail. This is my punishment. But it's like...
He'd be in there, you know, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Liking pictures and playing video games and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But,
yeah.
But
a lot of people don't. A lot of people think that just because they sent them to prison, that's it in the story.
Because they think about themselves being in prison and how hard it would be and how they wouldn't be able to see their family. But
we see how it is. There's inmates on Facebook in prison posting up pictures and stuff, letting us know how it is.
But then his sister, and the reason why I asked kind of if you'd be interested to dive into it, because of his sister. His sister was like, she believed him, and we see this unfortunately too often where there is a family member who enables the sick family member, where they say, we was watching something, and remember when the pregnant woman and the boyfriend tried to break into this old man's home and he shot him, and her family was like, she didn't have to shoot him, and it's like, this is an old man, and if he didn't shoot him, they probably would have shot him.
Yeah, they would have killed him.
One less care in the world, but then the fact that you're pregnant and doing something like this, it says a lot about you. And so addressing things like this is very hard, because there's people always making excuses for people like this.
And that's what you have to chalk it up to. You know, she's making excuses for him. She doesn't believe that he did anything wrong. And it really tells what type of
family is gone.
But it tells what type of person she is, because this guy murdered an unborn child. He murdered a pregnant woman. And for her not to feel empathy or sympathy for that alone, then she need to be in prison with him.
But you're right about that.
That's what I'm saying.
She just like him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she don't need to be out on the street. She don't need to be procreating. She don't need to be anywhere but in jail if she feels like this guy isn't a monster.
And that's the thing. And his brother, his own 15-year-old brother, identified him as the killer, and she's saying she believed him. Now, this little boy almost died.
Right, exactly.
He got away with his life, and if he didn't, he wouldn't have been. Who would have been able to identify? So, he would have been just like, I ain't do it, and then the sister was like, "Yep, he ain't do it."
And so I think that, you know, even for myself to look more into this case, you know, it makes no sense to try to rationalize or try to understand.
I'm not trying to rationalize it. I'm just want to bring it to the forefront.
Yeah, or someone with
Why is there so many crazy people in the world?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There are a lot of crazy people in this world, and to try to understand their craziness or rationalize their thought process is is,
I wasn't
insane.
trying to rationalize their thought process.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just
something wrong with her.
It is.
Yeah, something wrong with her. She want to say she believe him and all that. Man, throw her in jail.
Yeah, that's a conversation I want to have.
Because she probably got kids and raising them to be crazy too. Shit.
Yeah, well, and on that note.
Yeah. Well, guys, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
Ta-ta.
Peace.